Alright, Shalom. Their nations, but their spirit beareth witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. And Shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright, have you seen recently on the news the Michigan law making RFID chips optional? And I put for now in parentheses because that's like, for the time being, they're being made optional. That doesn't mean that the prophecy of that Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 to 18 are invalidated in any way. That just means that for now it's optional. I'm gonna get to the scripture. Had it open. To that prophecy, Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 18. Shit, Salakia. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or on the forehead. Verse 7, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So it's obviously, it is eventually going to be required. No man might buy or sell. He causes all, small, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So all. So that includes in Michigan. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 threescore and 6. And you go into that, the Greek words is chi, psi, stigma, which the last word, it implies, it goes into like basically what a needle would do. If you go into the different definitions, something that, it goes to what a needle would do, and they inject that RFID chip with the needle through a syringe. And it's been broken down. The problem of the word for mark, and it goes back to the word karox, which part of the meaning goes into the word state and what he plant into the land. So it's been broken down. It should be clear by now that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. And so right now they're saying that it's gonna be optional in Michigan. But didn't they say that wasn't vaccines optional? A lot of vaccines weren't they optional? Yet they're cracking down on that. They're last year, towards the end of last year, they're actually cutting. They were actually like doing away with the religious and philosophical exemptions in many states. It was in the news as a very controversial decision. They were pushing that. They were pushing that because the measles was so bad or whatever that they had to do that. And then now we have this Rona Rona pandemic, and they're pushing for a vaccine on it, and it's gonna be required in the University of Tennessee. It's already been required, and that's that's what you call incrementalism, gradualism. They basically introduce a concept, idea, and be like, wait, but we're not gonna. But they don't go. But they beat around the bush. Basically, they introduce it slowly, and then at first you don't think nothing of it because they say it's optional. They point out the benefits, but then at the same time they say it's optional though. Eventually they start including in it more and more and more like they push it slowly. Basically it's like the boiling frog, like in a pot analogy, when they heat that pot slowly, that boiling frog does not know he's being boiled. In fact, he's enjoying it because it's on water. But basically, the scripture for that. Let me see if the live is still up. Oh, Khan, Kahala, Yabashim Yaoshai. All right, let me go back to where I was. Slack it, hold on. Starting to slow down. All right, so the verse for this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we always gotta be on the watch. Basically, we can't be ignorant of anything small or little. We always gotta be on the watch. Lest Satan should take an advantage of us. That's also another scripture, not being where it tells us not to be ignorant of anything small or little. Hold on, Akim. I mean big or little. I misspoke. Hold on, Akim. Be slowing down when I'm doing the work. Another one is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 15, which is basically like a precept to that one. It is a precept to that one. It backs it up, and it shows you that the Apocrypha lines up with the rest of the Bible. Man, Ecclesiasticus chapter verse 15. I had to look. I had to check again, so cause so make sure I get it right. On yeah. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So be not. That's an example of it. You gotta study this devil. You gotta know your enemy. You gotta take heed of him. That's in this book too, I believe. Satan get mad. You know how it be. You don't want us to bring this out. Telling you. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and he shall be, thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. And you look at the verse before, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So you think that they're like, you look at these devils that are passing this bill over there in Michigan, they're like, yeah, they're doing some good, you know, but really it's just there's different methods to introducing change, you know, the change that these devils want to introduce. Basically, the upgrade to this system. That's what the New World Order is. I'm pulling up the definition right now. Con, it's loading right now. Well, I could kind of see like definition right here. It kind of shows it right here. Incrementalism of change by degrees. Gradualism. Hold on, Akim. That's basically another word for incrementalism. And it's a theory. It's an incrementalism theory of public policy making, according to which policies result from a process of interaction and mutual adaptation among a multiplicity of actors advocating different values, representing different interests, and possessing different information. So all these councils, basically, all these actors, which acting like basically means to put up a show or some shit. It goes into that. Acting like you could act like something, act a certain way. Policies, by his policies, he's causing craft to prosper. But let me go into another word for incremental, gradational, gradual, phased. They're phasing it in, piecemeal, step by step. You get the picture. The opposite of incrementalism is dynamic, sudden, digressive, regressive, volatile, acute, subtractive, changeable, abrupt, saltatory, meteoric, sharp, decrescent, discontinuous. And this devil, he's gonna change rulership between Esau and Jacob is not gonna be incremental. Like, it's not gonna be incremental like when Esau came up and how Esau is working. The final step is gonna be abrupt. This devil falling from heaven like lightning. But anyways, you get the picture of what incrementalism is basically. It's like it's a theory of public policy making. Its own method. Its own method on how to push something. That's what you see here, because eventually this devil is gonna push this devil is gonna make it mandatory for you to get the RFID chip for whatever reason he has set up. I believe it has to do a lot with this, with the coronavirus and with the Rona scamdemic, pandemic, and the Rona vaccine. They talk. You look in the ID 2020. They're trying to. They're going to include like a digital identification or a certification that you got the vaccine, and the RFID chip would be a way to certify it. So if it doesn't include the chip in it, it's like, or the chip with it, but it could very well, it's very likely that it could include the RFID chip with it. But if not, it could be a way of verifying it. Or you may be required to get it later on, because they may say that they have to know for sure that you got the vaccine. We can't be having people out here spreading this shit. We gotta make sure that everybody is getting the vaccine. No one is faking it, and they're probably gonna be cases that come up where people try to fake it, like they may have a bracelet or some shit first, and people is faking it. So they decided to uh, they need a more stringent form, like a more uh basically stringent form of identification, right? A form of identification that is harder to fake, and that would, you know, lead to the RFID chip. And get policies, because it's a method. It's a it's like it's a method. It's a theory of public policies. Of how to push a change in public policy. And it's a verse in Daniel that I'm trying to look up. Because it basically, this is how this devil works. And also, there's another one, there's another precept that I could get about his words were smoother than butter, but I'm trying to get this one right now, because right now my phone is just basically, it's almost at a standstill. It's basically on freeze frame, like it's very slow. I guess I might have to look it up here. Yes, how it is. We shall wear out the saints. Or it could be. Hold on, could be just Satan. Satan was Satan's job is to hinder, the work of the man Lord. That's his main job is to be in opposition to us. So he's gonna do what he's allowed to do to hinder us. Let me pull it up. Oh yeah, Daniel 8 verse 25 is what I was thinking. Hold on, I can. Yeah, speaking about Antiochus, that's how these devils work. That's their MO. Verse 25, and through policy also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. It's like an example of incrementalism too. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without a hand. Because when you touch the apples of his eye, you come against you come against Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. You come against the apple of his eye, which is us, his people, and that's what Antiochus did. And then he tried to wipe our people out. Hold on. Where it talks about how these devils, they speak of like the precept, showing how basically it backs up the other precepts. It actually shows how that this devil is like who this devil is, who the wicked are. You could tell because they, one of the ways they get shit done is, one of the ways they push their wickedness is incrementalism. Psalm 64 verse 3. Oh, con. Verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All them counsels, all them actors, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And this was a Psalm of David, you know. He was praying for preservation from these devils, from the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And why would he be praying for that? By the way, why would he be praying for that? Like, about these devils in the future? Hide me. Okay, it's another way you could tell. You know, you after you die, you do come back a few generations after. It was like there's many examples. This could be seen as an example because of that. Besides him having to face the wicked of his own people, then he also saw what we had to face, and himself in the future had to face with these devils. Alright, verse 3. Cut their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So their tongue, so like their tongue is like a sword. It's a weapon. And the blessing of these devils, Esau, Edom, is the sword. They're the sword of Yahweh. And bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So America, I mean, better right. If you look into it, the elders, apostles, GMS actually broke it down. Shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Hold on, I can. Hold on, I can. In verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil manner. Like, who can see us? Yeah. And that's what it says coming up, that spirit. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So the heart, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Like, you don't really see what's inside the ocean. They search out iniquities, different ways of accomplishing wickedness, different ways of oppressing you Israelites, as well as the other nations, and even their own people, even the peons, lowercase e of their own people, or lowercase e, which basically that's the non-elite. Just like Israel has, there's 2/3, and then there's a 1/3, and there's a elect. There's 144,000. Esau basically has like a similar setup, where there's the elite families and shit, and the lower luminaries, and then there's the rest of the peon, lowercase e, devils, man, six-pack Joes and shit, six-pack Joes and Karens out here. But mainly they focus on you Israelites and you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds who go back to those people but look like the other nations. Verse 5, they search out iniquity. I just read that. Verse 7, and part of it is these devils being exposed. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with the arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Verse 8. So they're shooting at us like with their wicked ass decrees and their propaganda and shit, indoctrination, all that. But Yahweh gonna shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. This is what it's actually making them do. It's symbolic. He's not literally shooting them with an actual arrow, but it's like basically how you can think of it is like you think of it and how like these tribes that are in the Amazon from the tribe of Asher. These Asherites in the Amazon, they have some called a poison dart, where they dip in some poison and they blow it at you, and it could kill you. That's how you think of, because this is what the arrow is making them do. Verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Verse 9, and that's how you know. That's one of the ways you know that's like one of the ways. There's many ways. One of the ways that you know that they the tribesmen. One of many ways, the ingenuity. Like, well, let me go on. Verse 9, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh. For they shall wisely consider of his doing. So, like, that's what it's gonna lead to. These elites, these devils, even Esau, Edom, like nation of Esau, Edom, everything being exposed is gonna like make them reconsider. Like, they're gonna fear that. They're already starting to fear that, but they're still, of course, these devils are proud, but after these devils are exposed and all the wickedness that they've been pushing is exposed, they gonna fear. They gonna know, like, it's gonna be obvious that that Yahweh shot them with that arrow and made them expose themselves. Actually, we're the ones bringing that out, making them wisely consider of his doing. By fear, by what's that how that verse go? By the fear of the Lord, the fear of the Aduantage, we persuade men. Verse 10, the righteous shall be glad in Aduantage, I shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. Like, we already are glad that they're exposing themselves. Like, that's providing us with more ammunition, more ammunition in this spiritual war against these devils, which is also an information war. Your soul's in your mind, your soul's in your head. It's located in your mind, your life. So we're fighting. So what you believe disinformation and lies is gonna affect how you act. If you believe the truth, it's also gonna affect how you act. You won't act right because you're gonna know what's up. All the upright in heart, lob, shall glory. Hold on, Akim. Another scripture that I'm thinking of. By the fear, yeah, verse 10. This goes into it more. By the fear, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. I gotta look it up. Because that's, by bringing this out, hold up, by bringing out how this devil, what this devil is doing, what he plans to do, that's the, yeah, that's we are persuading them by terror, knowing the terror of the Lord. Because if we don't do this, if you don't get persuaded, you don't get persuaded, Yahweh Shem he's not gonna protect you. He's not gonna protect you from these devils when they come in with that flood. And if we don't warn you, we're gonna be accountable for your blood. Like Yahweh and his son Yahweh, that the Bible speaks of, they're nothing but the sword of Yahweh. Hold up, let me pull up this verse. Let me get that too. The wicked who is thy sword. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of Ha'adawan, Yahweh, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience. Yeah, love of Hamashiach constrains us, basically calls us to do it. We ain't doing this for ourselves. But let me pull that up from the wicked who is, that's from a psalm. Hold on now, again. I'll take care of something. Going through afflictions. I ain't been on point with this, with the work. I'm trying to get on point. So it's also, that's part of the reason. Hold on. Trying to get on point, heal us brothers and sisters out there who got afflictions. we be that number, we gonna get healed on this side. And that's like, we hope to be of that number. We strive to be it. Psalm 17, verse 13. Let me get it. Yeah. Yep. Verse 8, I'm going to start from there. Keep me as apple of the eye. Hide me from the shadow of thy wing. From the shadow of thy wings. Take me under your wings is what he's asking. Y'all, he's asking you how Shimmy outside. You know? He's asking, and that's like a saying among Jacob. Another way you could tell where the tribes. Verse 9, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. Esau, Edom. Verse 10, they are enclosed in their own fat with their mouth. They speak proudly. Their eyes stand out with fatness, man. Tells you that in another verse. I think it's in Psalms too. Verse, and with their mouth they speak proudly. Come on. Trump, perfect example of that. Verse 11, they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bound down to the earth. They're looking down on us. You know, looking down on us, watching us. Verse 12, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and the wicked watcheth the righteous. Another verse that comes to mind. Seek it. And it's another one that reminds me, Satan, the devil, they are our adversary too. Satan, adversary, is as a roaring lion. Verse 12, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as if it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Verse 13, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Verse 14 reinforces it that Esau, whose blessing is the sword of the Lord. Verse 14, for men who are thy hand, O aduantage, Yahweh, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with. Hold up, Akim. Thou fillest with thy hidden treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to the babies. Eyes stand out with fatness. And as for me, verse 15, as for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I'll be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. So, as for me, because David was speaking of himself, as being part of the elect. We're going to be under his wing. But two-thirds, they're in. You 66% of you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, you speckled birds, Israelite foreigners, who go back to those people on your father's side somewhere down the line. If your spirit bears witness with our spirit, that's if this truth if you can identify with this truth, that's one way that you can and you fit the curses, you fit it doesn't have to be all the curses happening to you on the same level. You know, it could be that one curse hits during your generation, and then a few generations back, another curse was more prevalent, basically. But let me get it. But yeah, 2/3 of y'all are basically, you're through. Your ass is grass. You know, the blade, you know, y'all are going under them. Well, your ass is grass, you know, y'all gonna be sliced up by the sword of Yahweh. Yeah, verse 7, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 7. Oh, awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the man that is my fellow, saith the aduantage of hosts. Make the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. Verse 8, and it shall come to pass in all the land, saith the aduantage, 2 parts then shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, delivered. Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call my name Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, which Yahushai is the son's name. And I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Ha'adawan, it is my power. So that's who Yahweh is sending his son Yahushai to save on the side. And we hope to be that number. And this hopeful elect. We delivered from all these from Satan's devices, delivered from the sword. Oh, what the fuck up? I was about to say. I thought for a second the other windows were closed, like I closed them on accident. But yeah, like, we hope to be that number. I hope to be that number for sure. You know. So you hope to be that number, keep striving, keep going, like stay the course. Stay the course, we almost there, we almost finished. These devils getting exposed, their tongue is falling upon themselves, their incrementalism is being exposed. Kahala Yahweh Shemi Al Shai for that. Hope this live was edifying. For anyone that clicks on it, because I ain't seen no views on here or comments on here. So it's alright prophesying to the wind. You know, so someone's gonna catch wind of it. Someone's gonna get this message. Alright, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire, shalom to the real sisters, shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit beareth witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright, shalom, stay strong, Yasharallah. I'm talking to the 1/3 of Yasharallah. What is going on? Call Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And for some reason, Yeah, call Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Shalom. And for some reason, these devils are telling me that the request is missing a valid API key. They're trying to fuck